today we're going to explore what the Texas Hill Country, blueberries, and the military have to do with wine on the dime. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to Wine on the Dime. Today I am taking over Stuart's channel. Cheers. My name is Haley. I never get to say my own name, but today I do. So I get to do today.
It's not a sticking point for her at all. The way. Not at all. Yes.
Well, today I got a gift from a good dear friend of mine, and he makes wine. And so I gave it to Stuart, and it's kind of been this thing where he's wondering what to do with it because it's not his typical wine. It's actually a blueberry wine, which I've never had before.
I've never had blueberry wine either.
And in the intro I mentioned the Texas Hill Country, blueberry. We now know what that's about. And the military. Well, my friend is ex-military. He's retired, lives on property in Devine, Texas, which is just south of the Hill Country, but still gorgeous. And he and his wife produce a lot of berries and make wine. And it's not for sale. This is strictly a gift wine that he gives to people, and we got lucky enough to get a bottle. So we figured we'd try it out.
Yeah.
For the channel.
Our first non-grape wine. Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
Well, actually, that's not true because chocolate vine.
That's non-food wine.
that's non-human. Yeah. So we have done a few things, but this is the first official this is a true fruit wine. And
we're going on a trip soon and should have a lot more different kind of berry varietals. So this will give us a good taste, hopefully. So it's a gorgeous blue bottle, almost like a Riesling bottle. Almost more purple. I wonder if that's from the berries dyeing the glass or what.
But this is the Lesieur Winery's Blueberry 2018, Devine, Texas. No ABV, no anything. I mean, it's 750 milliliters-ish, we assume. No, like I said, we got it for free, so $0. Let's see how this looks. Well, it looks like wine. Hey, look at that.
I was expecting more blue or purple. I probably poured too much for a tasting.
Way too much. It was like for both of us. It's okay.
We're gonna drink it. Stop. Anyway, okay. This is again why I don't do this that often.
All right.
So from a color pretty clear, but it's a solid color. What do you call that? Garnet? Although there's some
this is ruby.
Ruby.
Actually, if anything, it's ruby bordering a slight shade of purple. You want to look at the way that you can tell is you're going to be looking at the edges to see if you see a blue hue. If there's blue, then it's going to be more towards the purple. If it's red, it's ruby. If it starts getting towards orange, you start getting into a little bit of the garnet, and then once you start going further on, you're going into brown and stuff like that. So
pretty.
Anyway, it is very nice. There's no artifacts, there's no clouding.
No, it's very clear, very, very clear. So that's very nice. So now we smell it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so again, not at all what I was expecting. It still smells like wine, but I'm not sure I'd call it blueberry. I definitely get a berry note.
Yeah, there's a berry element to it, but the thing that I am getting. I mean, if you breathe deep enough, you're getting blueberry. The nose isn't very pronounced.
No.
But the interesting thing about
not high on the alcohol that I can.
Yeah, I'm not getting any heat. There's a little bit of a sourness to it.
Maybe?
Like breathe deep enough. Is that just me? But.
Oh, you're right though. When you do breathe deep, you get that blueberry.
Mm-hmm.
You do. Okay. I'm ready to try it.
Let's try it.
Okay. Much sweeter than I was expecting. Definitely get that blueberry.
I would say this is probably off dry to medium. Yeah,
okay.
Blueberry is
very pronounced, but not like you're eating a blueberry muffin.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a
blueberry Riesling.
Yeah, well, when you say it's not like you're eating a blueberry muffin, I am getting a little bit of a yeasty note to it. To me, it does remind me a lot of a blueberry muffin.
But it's not that high sugar content. I'm not getting crazy high levels of sugar.
No, but you're getting a little, I get a little bit of a breadiness to it. I'm getting a baked blueberry element to it. It reminds me of a sugar-free blueberry muffin.
Okay.
That's what it reminds me of. But there's no heat at all. No heat. It's actually really smooth.
And so to people like me, that means it's a lower alcohol content.
I'm gonna say. If I had to guess, I'd probably guess somewhere between 11 and 12% ABV.
Okay, I was gonna say 10 to 11, but I didn't open my mouth because I don't know these things. Okay.
It all depends on how much sugar was in the blueberries whenever they were fermented. So,
So what would you pair that with?
pork.
I was so going there. I was so going there.
Instantly pork. This would be a fantastic wine with a really good grilled pork dish.
Oh, maybe some good char marks on it.
And then if you wanted to really kind of try to make everything mash up a little bit, maybe use a little bit of this and like a pan sauce to go with it, and so that way you kind of bring everything in.
But overall, for it being our first blueberry wine, I put this at a good. Like, it's a nice sipping wine. I'm not gonna rate this very good or any high. You might go lower.
No, I'm gonna give it a good. I think the thing I like about it is it has that very good fruitiness. It actually has a little bit of a longer finish. They could have gone super sweet with it, and they didn't. I would have liked to have had a little bit more complexity to it, but I don't know enough about fruit wines and my experimenting with them to see, do they age? Like, do they age well? We were told to drink this.
I do remember he said that they does not put preservatives at all in there. It's straight, just juice stuff.
No, that's fine, but sometimes if you let things age in the bottle, age in the barrel, they get different characteristics and pulled in. I don't know how fruit wines do in barrel aging. I don't know how they do.
He said drink this within 2 years.
Yeah, so which we're doing. So We're following instructions. We're very good at that. But yeah, that's where I was like, okay, I guess it gets to a certain point where maybe the oxidation within the bottle starts affecting the flavor, so it's a younger drinking wine. I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Is where you go way beyond my skill level at this.
But it is definitely not a bad wine. Mm-hmm. We've definitely had far worse wines than this. So
yes,
and especially since we paid nothing for it. Yeah, that's quite nice.
Well, this has been another episode of Wine on the Dime, and it sounds like I might be doing more of these in the future.
I've been trying to talk her into being on the channel a little bit more.
A little bit.
I get feedback saying they like it when she's here and they like how we interact. So I'm trying to convince her to just keep like a makeup kit in the corner so she can jump up here and fill stage ready.
Yeah, seeing as usually he gives me about 2 minutes notice and I'm already in my pajamas.
It's all she needs.
No. Anyway, if you like the channel, please like, subscribe, and comment. I'm gonna assume that there's gonna be a video made right here you might also like, or you can watch another video here that you might also like. This could be totally wrong. But check us out on another episode of Wine on the Dime in the future. This was fun.
Yeah, have a good one. Count it down, because it helps me when I'm editing and have an audio cue. Sorry.
And this is why I don't do this often.
Many reasons why.
And 3, 2, 1.